Look at this leak.
We couldn't figure out where is the leak, so we had to hire a company that are expert in finding water leak underground, and they found the leak.
This is the fix that we did in order to fix the underground leak. As you can see, there are two Sharkbite, and between of them you have a Pex, 3/4 of an inch Pex. Let me show you what is that Sharkbite here that you can see. So if you look first, the Sharkbite here is 3/4 of an inch between a copper to Pex pipe. Okay, and if you look here, you can see a Sharkbite between a PVC to Pex. This is a little bit different because the 3/4 of an inch of PVC is a little bit bigger. So you can see here in the Sharkbite that where is the PVC is a little bit bigger than the Pex. But here is the same size. So now before I'm going to cover it with the dirt, I have to silicone wrap both of these Sharkbite here and here. Otherwise, it won't last more than a year or two. If you put a silicone wrap around it, it will last at least 25 years. If I'm going to put the silicone wrap, I have to clean it. You see, I'm cleaning it with a wet towel here, cleaning all the area. You can see here I'm cleaning it from dust here also. Okay, and then I'm going to dry it with a dry towel. This is the towel I'm using. So now I'm going to dry it with a dry towel. Same thing here. So make sure it's dry in both connection here. Make sure it's clean and dry, clean from dust and it's dry. So this is the silicone wrap I'm using. It's a special silicone wrap that you buy. It's for Sharkbite, and you can see it's actually have two pieces. One of them it's a cover here that you have to peel out. You can see it. You can peel it out here. Okay, and you can peel it like this. Okay, so you have to use this silicone if you really want it to work for at least 25 years and more. Otherwise, if it's underground, it will not last more than a year or two, because dust and ground will go inside, all kind of chemical will destroy the connector. So remember, if you want to make it work for you, you have to use this. Without that, it doesn't worth anything. I already did one. I wrap it with silicone here, and as you can see, let me show you. It has to be at least 1 inch from the edge of here, 1 inch, the silicone, and here the same thing, 1 inch. And the loop should be 1/2 inch overlap. Okay, everybody can do it, and let me tell you something. The length of this silicone is actually between 17 to 18 inch. So here it's a little bit bigger, so I will take 18 inch. Here I took 17 inch, the length, and here I probably take 18 or 19 inch. Just forgot to tell you that after you wrap it good, you have to make sure all the hair is gone. You don't want any hair, you want it really to be tight. Okay, so that's what you want, you don't want any hair. It's very easy, just take your hand and just push it like this, and it will last for 25 years. So that is what's going on. This is the Pex, 3/4 of an inch, as you can see here. And this is the copper, 3/4 of an inch. And between this to this one, we're putting a Sharkbite, 3/4 of an inch. So that's what we did. And I just want to show you what we're doing with the silicone wrapper. This is the silicone wrapper. It's a small piece of it. And what you're doing is really, it's not sticky. You see, there is a piece of nylon here, okay? And what you have to do here, to show you, see what I'm doing? I'm taking this piece and I'm actually putting it here, and then I'm starting wrapping it. You see, half an inch between here to here, and wrap it like this and like this, you see? That's what I did, see? I wrap it. Now, after that, you cannot really remove it. It's impossible to remove it. Okay, so let me show you what happens if you don't do it properly. So that's what's going to happen if you don't going to make it properly and it touch each other. So what happens, it attached to each other and you cannot even remove it. You see, it just attached to each other and it's gone. So you have to be careful when you're actually putting it together. That's what you get. That's when going to the garbage now. So this is the second piece I took, and as you can see, here is the piece. You cannot see it. This is the piece, and this is the other side of it. It's here. Now I put it on this towel because I don't want any dust to be on it. Okay, and you can see I actually cut a piece of 20 inch. Between 17 to 18 inch on a 3/4, it's going to be okay for you. So that's what I really need. And now I'm going to wrap it around the other connector, which is a PVC to copper. Just remember, before you connect it around this connector, it has to be clean, no dust on it. So this is the silicone wrap I'm going to use. As you can see, that's it. I cut it. You have to cut it before you're actually going to wrap it. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to do it. So I put the second one here, as you can see. And remember, it's quite tricky to put, but when it's actually sealed himself, it's really sealed. It's very, very strong. You cannot get wrong here. Just make sure that all the air and it stick properly. See, 1 inch from here, 1 inch from here, and half an inch around the overlap. That will make it work forever. So now you can see the way it's look with the silicone wrap on both of them. And what left now really is just to put a dirt. But when you're going to put a dirt, remember, this dirt should not have any stone. Because if you put it with stone and other debris, it can hurt this Pex pipe there, okay? So I have a special sand that I bought from Lowe's or Home Depot. It costs like $4, so I can just put it here to make sure no debris from this dirt can actually put pressure on these pegs. So I'm using paver sand, you know, it's for patio and stuff. Look at that. This is the sand I'm using here. I'm 100% sure there is no stone in it. I just put a little bit of sand here. Okay, and I make sure that this sand doesn't have any stone. And now I'm going to put this sand on top of this connector here, that I will know 100% there is no stone or something that actually can destroy the connection and the connectors and the Pex pipe. I just put the sand here, as you can see, and I'm 100% sure now there is no stone or any debris that actually can put pressure or destroy these connectors and the Pex pipe. So that should last for at least 25 years now. So now I can start putting this dirt here that you see, and dirt here. I can put it quite safely on this area and fill up this 2 feet hole that we dig here in order to fix it quite safely, that we will not hurt these connectors.